Anxiety has a strange way of making us feel exposed. Sometimes it feels as though every eye in the room is fixed on us, studying us, judging us, trying to uncover something that we ourselves may not even understand. Yet, outwardly, many of us appear composed. We smile, continue conversations, go to work, shake hands with other people, even laugh at their jokes, all while internally carrying a storm that no one else can see. This contradiction is one of the most fascinating and perhaps exhausting aspects of anxiety, which is the ability to feel completely overwhelmed internally while appearing calm and collected externally. For many people, anxiety is not always visible. It does not always manifest as panic attacks, trembling hands, or obvious fears. Sometimes, anxiety looks like competence. It looks like someone who is functioning, speaking clearly, and carrying themselves with the confidence while their mind spirals beneath the surface, with thoughts racing endlessly, such as, what if I fail? What are they thinking about me? Do they notice something is wrong? Am I enough? These thoughts can become relentless. Anxiety feeds itself by creating hypothetical scenarios and then convincing us that they are real dangers. It magnifies uncertainty and turns ordinary moments into psychological battlegrounds. A glance from another person suddenly feels loaded with meaning. Silence feels suspicious. Small mistakes, they feel catastrophic. The mind begins searching for threats even where none exist. And yet, anxiety itself is not unnatural. In fact, anxiety is deeply human. It is part of our survival system. Long before modern society, anxiety kept human beings alert to danger. It prepared the body to fight, to flee, or even remain vigilant. The rush of adrenaline, the racing heart, the heightened awareness, all that served the purpose. Anxiety at its core is protection. It is the psyche attempting to preserve us from harm. But the problem arises when this protective mechanism becomes overactive. In the modern world, the threats are often not wild animals or immediate physical danger, but social judgment, uncertainty about the future, identity struggles, financial stress, trauma, loneliness, and the pressure to succeed. The body, however, frequently reacts as though these psychological threats are life or death situations. This is why anxiety can feel so physically intense even when nothing dangerous is visibly happening. Now, what makes anxiety particularly difficult is that fighting it aggressively often strengthens it. It gives it more strength. It's a vicious cycle. The more that we try to suppress every anxious thought or eliminate every uncomfortable feeling, the more attention we give it. Anxiety thrives in resistance. It grows when we begin hiding ourselves, performing constantly for others, or even abandoning authenticity in order to appear acceptable. Ironically, one of the most powerful ways to loosen anxiety's grip is through authenticity. Now, authenticity does not mean never feeling anxious. It does not mean becoming fearless or emotionally invulnerable. Rather, authenticity means allowing oneself to exist honestly despite the anxiety. It means remaining present instead of fleeing psychologically from discomfort. It means recognizing that thoughts are not always truth. Most importantly, it means refusing to abandon oneself in order to gain approval from others. There's something liberating about reaching the point where a person says, "This is who I am, and I will still show up." In that moment, anxiety begins to lose part of its power. The fear of judgment, weakens when a person no longer builds their identity entirely around external validation. The mind might still race, the heart may still pound, but the individual remains grounded in themselves rather than consumed by performance. Authenticity creates psychological freedom because it closes the gap between the inner self and the outer self. Much suffering comes from maintaining masks, pretending to feel differently than we do, or attempting to embody unrealistic standards of perfection. The calm and collected exterior becomes exhausting when it exists solely to hide fear. But with composure comes from acceptance rather than suppression. Something changes. A person no longer needs to wage war against themselves. In many ways, overcoming anxiety is not about becoming someone else. It is about becoming more fully oneself. It is about learning to coexist with uncertainty while remaining rooted in identity, values, and self-worth. Anxiety might still whisper fears into the mind, but authenticity allows us to answer with something stronger. I am still here. I am still worthy. And I will not abandon myself.